when to apply for degree apprenticeships. In this video, I'm going to cover exactly when you need to apply for your degree apprenticeships, exactly what it says on the tin. Just before we do that, let me introduce myself. My name's Owen. I'm a degree apprentice, and I help people get degree apprenticeships in the engineering, technology, and finance industries. These are some of the people I've helped this year get into degree apprenticeships from companies like Amazon, JLR, KPMG, HSBC, just to name a few. So without further ado, let's get into this. When to apply for degree apprenticeships? Well, it's not an easy answer because basically degree apprenticeship companies all open applications at different times whenever they want, because with degree apprenticeships, it's not like university. It's not one centralized system on UCAS. It's basically the companies can do whatever they want, whenever they want, okay? But essentially, the general trend is going to be most companies are going to sort of start opening from November onwards. So it's going to be November where a lot of companies are really going to start to open, and they'll just continue that November, December, January, February, and they'll be opening like that. So especially in industries like engineering and technology, November is a sort of time you want to be ready for. So you want to be sort of spending September and October to sort of get ready for the application, maybe doing work experience, doing some online courses, getting your CV and cover letter ready, that sort of thing. Because for engineering and technology, it's going to be November and December and January where things really pick up in terms of the applications. However, finance companies can actually open as early as September, so they're actually the anomaly there basically. So they're literally opening like 12 or 11 months before you're going to start. So obviously, if you're applying now, you're going to start in September 2025. For engineering and technology, that means applications opening in November 2024. But with finance, they can open as early as September 2024. i.e. right now. So for example, there are some companies already which are already open. Goldman Sachs, one of the most popular finance degree apprenticeships, and then EY and PwC, which are two of the big four accounting firms. These ones already have their applications open, so it's definitely something you want to stay on top of. If you are interested in a finance degree apprenticeship, you need to be on it right now because they are opening. These are very popular and competitive degree apprenticeships that are likely to close early. So if they're already open, you need to make sure you're applying as soon as possible. By the way, I'll put it in the top right. I just did a video about applying to Goldman Sachs, which you can go click there if you are interested in. So here's how you can stay updated then, because this is really important. You can end up missing degree apprenticeship applications, okay, because they can randomly open at random times and they can close really quickly. Like there's some roles which can close literally within 24 hours. Most of them usually stay up for a couple of weeks, maybe a month, but some, like there's a few of them which can close super fast. So you want to make sure you're staying updated. So here's what I'd recommend to basically stay sort of organized and stay updated over the next sort of 6 months so you don't miss out on any of the companies you're interested in, okay? The first one is basically regularly check Rate My Apprenticeship, Find an Apprenticeship, and company websites, okay? So Rate My Apprenticeship and Find an Apprenticeship are two different websites. You can sort of search for degree apprenticeships and you can regularly check there. So what I used to do when I was applying to my degree apprenticeships, I would basically spend sort of once a week, I'd just go on the website, see if anything new had popped up. Okay, it doesn't take too long. You want to make sure you're using basically all three of these, because basically not Rate My Apprenticeship doesn't have every single one. Find an Apprenticeship doesn't have every single one. So you need to make sure you're checking all three, because some will pop up on Rate My Apprenticeship, some on Find an Apprenticeship, some will be on none. So you'll need to check the actual company website. So you just want to cycle that, maybe get into a routine once every week, maybe once every fortnight, something like that. Check in that. Another way of doing it, and also as I go down these 1 to 4, it's basically less effort for you. So the first one there, that's the kind of difficult one. That's what I actually ended up doing, just regularly checking it every week. But there are ways where you can sort of make it faster. So the second way is basically sign up to company mailing lists, and that basically means you're going to get an email, and you can find out when they open. So it means as opposed to like having to constantly check it, you can sort of just wait for that email to land in your inbox. So that's a good thing to do, sign up to those company mailing lists. Another thing you do is sort of build your own tracker and spreadsheet to follow the applications. So to do that, you just sort of like do a bit of research from last year, maybe see when they opened, put it all into a spreadsheet. You know, okay, this one's going to start in December, this one's going to start in November, this one's going to start in sort of October, this one's going to be like January the 11th, this one's going to be February the 4th, all this sort of thing, because then you can sort of follow it on that spreadsheet. And the last option, this is really easy. You can just follow me on Twitter or X, because basically I post the latest updates on when these degree apprenticeship applications are open. So I'll just give you an example. On my Twitter recently, first of all, I posted early applications to Goldman Sachs. So basically on the 27th of August, the early applications opened, and I posted it on my Twitter straight away. So people were able to get early applications in, and they didn't really open up publicly for another like 7 days after that. So that helped people get in early who were following me on Twitter. And another thing was basically when EY, Ernst & Young, an accounting firm, they open their applications, I actually knew like the day before that they were going to open it, so I posted a tweet basically getting everyone ready, so it means people could get prepared for that and they'd be ready to apply the next day. So that's the sort of like live updates that are going to be really useful, so you can go and follow my Twitter account. The link will probably be somewhere in the description. So once you've applied, as I said, finance companies starting from September, other companies starting from November and sort of onwards, the application process is going to continue until about March or April. Okay, there's going to be various stages of this initial application. So you might send off the initial application, and sometimes within like a day, within a couple of days, maybe within a week, they can send you some like intermediate stages. So it can be like psychometric testing. Okay, where you sort of get online testing, verbal reasoning, situational judgment tests, a lot of these sort of tests which you have to do online on like a laptop. Or you can get sent through a video interview where you sort of have to like record like your answers to sort of questions on the screen. I've done videos on those. So once you actually get to that stage, you can go and have a look at my videos, and that's where I'll give you the advice on how to succeed in those sections. And then usually after that, it can be a couple of weeks, maybe even a couple of months. So some of these applications, it's like you can apply in November and you don't hear anything until March. Some of them are a bit weird like that. Some of them are fast, some of them are slow. It's just something to be aware of. So if there's any point where you haven't heard from a company in like a month, a couple of months, just drop them an email, and usually it's just they're still processing it, but it's just a good thing to check. And then the final stage for most degree apprenticeships is going to be like an assessment centre interview sort of thing, which they can do it as early as like November. So EY, Ernst & Young are going to be doing their assessment centres in November. But as I said, most companies for engineering and technology are going to be a bit later. So January, February, March, April, something like that. And basically, by April, you are most likely going to have your degree apprenticeship offer or a couple of degree apprenticeship offers. And that means if you do an A-levels, you can then focus on your A-levels for sort of April, May and June, like that. Okay, so that is the application process, and I've answered that question for you there, when to apply for degree apprenticeships. Just one final plug. If you are looking to apply for degree apprenticeships and you're looking to put in your CV, your cover letter, your LinkedIn, all that sort of thing, I do offer an expert CV analysis. I also analyse your cover letter and your LinkedIn and all that sort of thing. So the link will be in the description for that. Abdus sent me over his CV, and I helped him tweak it a bit, suggested some changes. He then went and submitted that CV and actually got invited for an interview at one of the degree apprenticeships he was really interested in. So that's really good to see. So if you want to be a testimonial like that, and you basically get a really good CV and cover letter and that sort of thing, then go click the link in the description for that CV analysis. Okay, so that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. If you want to watch another video from me, click the one on the left, or if you prefer, go and click the one on the right. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Peace out.